we go. We are live and ready to go. Oh, I can't have that. I got to turn that off. Captions are auto-generated. Guy Jennings Peck said, yo, that's your number one fan. All right, folks, here we are back again with you, and we appreciate you being with us here on the Nashville Tune Stream. We're going to be with you for the next couple hours, folks, and so hang in there. We're going to have a good time, and if everybody's drawn back and ready to go, we'll kick her off here. All right. We got a little bit of a crowd back in there in the control room. Get some pretty good applause here. Kick on into a little bit of Sweetheart of Mine in case you hear me calling. Good old Bill Monroe tune. Days are long and the nights are lonesome since you left me all alone. I'm worried so, my little darling. I'm worried so since you've been gone. Sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I've loved you best, mistreated you, Lord, and I'm sorry. Come back to me, yes, my request. A big mistake, what cost it all? If you come back, sunshine will follow. If you stay away, Lord, it'll be my fault. Sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? A million times I've loved you best, mistreated you, Lord. sweetheart of mine, can't you hear me calling? Folks, let's see who all we got out there on the old tune stream tuning in right here.
On the old book face.
Yeah. Well, we got one so far here.
That's one better than we had last time.
That's right. Folks, I want to go ahead and mention at the top of the page, we got the GoFundMe link pinned up there. Bunch of poor musicians here. We need all the help we can get, so give and give generously. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, wink, wink. All right, well, let's keep it on moving along here. We're going to get Mr. David Freeman to come around and sing one for you. And this is called East Virginia Blues. White lilies, where I long to lay my head. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Say you'll take me back again. Ocean's deep and I can't wade in, and I have no way to fly. I'm just scared to be a blue-eyed boat or to roll me over time. Freeman leading us in on that there East Virginia Blues. Let's see who all we got on here now. You know what I'm going to go ahead and do? We just got our website up, and I'm going to go on ahead and put it on here for the good folks, which is Green River.
Put it on there for the bad ones, too.
Yeah, for the bad folks, too. GreenRiverRevue.com.
You don't want to discriminate.
No.
And you can visit us here anytime and contact us. Well, I was going to try to pin that up there. Can you pin that up there, Brad? Huh? Can you pin that comment we just put on there up? Well,
you got a thumbtack back
see if you can.
Kelsey's all out of thumbtacks, so you can't pin it.
I'm all out of thumbtacks. All right, we're gonna put her up in A right now while Brad is pinning that up there for us, and we're gonna do a good old timey number by Flat and Scruggs. One call thinking about you. All right, here we go. I think of love yesterday. Now I know she's gone away. She's up in heaven, so they say. Will the angels tell her for me that my love never died? Someday I'll walk along beside her on that golden web there. All my life I've lived so gaily until she had to go away. Now she's left me oh so lonely. She lies at rest beneath the clay. Well, the angels tell her for me that my love never died. Someday I'll walk along beside her on that golden web there. Each night I think about you, dear. I wonder if you'll know me there. When I meet you up in heaven, we'll have life eternal there. Well, the angels tell her for me that my love never died. Someday I'll walk along beside her on that golden web there. Well, the angels tell her for me that my love never died. Someday I'll walk along beside her on that golden web there. Yeah! Cheryl Mullins, great band, good-looking mandolin player. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, he is single still.
David Harlison. Hello, friends from Hogeye, Arkansas. Hello,
Did you guys forget my mother?
David. Boy, I better move on from that one, you reckon? Anyway, moving right along. Robert Thomas Maine, great stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, well, we're going to get the mandolin player, Mr. Freeman, to come on around. Do you one called Going Back to Old Kentucky? Oh, you just sing lead on the chorus.
Yeah. I know what you want.
This will be around.
Y'all done got me all to it. All right, here's one called Going Back to Old Kentucky. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going back to old Kentucky, there to see my Lincoln Blue. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. When I left old Kentucky, and was a beauty, pretty brown eyes, I love so well. I'm going back to old Kentucky, never more to say farewell. I'm going back to old Kentucky, there to see my Landy Ewing. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. I love you, I long to see you night and day. When the roses bloom in old Kentucky, I'll be coming back to stay. I'm going back to old Kentucky, there to see my Landy Ewing. I'm going back to old Kentucky, where the skies are always blue. Son, boy, we got a lot of people coming on here watching us now. Aaron Thomas, watching from Washington, Indiana. Guy Jennings Peck. Son, he says. Susie Kitchen, hi, Grandma, Pa. Craig Fletcher. No, I don't believe we'll do that in Craig. Eat the slippers with wings.
Well, we could. No, we better not.
Probably won't get around to that one there.
Let's leave that alone.
I believe it's your turn there, Mr. David.
Requesting death metal again.
Are you ready to render for the folks?
Well, I guess I'm about as ready as I'm ever
All
going
right.
to be, I reckon.
It's a George Strait tune right here, and a good friend of ours a long time ago turned it into a bluegrass tune. One called, I Wonder Why Trains Make Me Lonesome. David Mansfield III is going to render it for you.
It's going to be rendered when we get done.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I stood there by my mama as she cried, and the next thing that I knew, some old train was passing through, and Daddy got on board and took a ride. Well, I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Every time I hear that lonesome whistle blow, son, when I hear that whistle blow, it makes my heart sing low. And I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Tears in her eyes and ticket in her hand. As I stood there by the tracks, I knew she's never coming back. As the Music City storm rolls through the land. Well, I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Every time I hear that lonesome whistle blow, son, when I hear that whistle blow, it makes my heart sing low. And I wonder why trains make me lonesome. I took like engine number 9, and this couch on which I lay seemed to roll my blues away as the Music City star rolls down the line. Well, I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Every time I hear that lonesome whistle lonesome, when I hear that whistle blow, it makes my heart sing low. And I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Trains make me lonesome. Every time I hear that lonesome whistle, lonesome. When I hear that whistle blow, it makes my heart sing low. And I wonder why trains make me lonesome. Well, I wonder why trains make me lonesome.
Yeah, David Mansfield III, out there on that song called Trains. Wonder why they make me lonesome. Oh, I believe it's time for the guitar player, Mr. James Seliga, to get up here. You ready?
All right.
We're going to sing you a tune. Who was it now? Mighty Mouse?
Mighty Mouse, yeah. That old classic bluegrass band.
The old classic bluegrass band, the Mighty Mouse. I was tuned by the Modest Mouse. We're going to bring James Seliga, the guitar player around here, folks. He's going to sing it for you. One called Float On.
Well, I backed my car into a cop car the other day. Well, he just drove off. Sometimes life's okay. Well, I ran my mouth a bit off too much. Oh, what did I say? Well, you just laughed it off. It was all okay. And we'll all float on okay. Yeah, we'll all float on okay. Yeah, we'll all float on okay. And we'll all float on anyway. Well,
on one called Float On. Stephen Kitchen said you did a great job, James. He could really hear you on
Thank
that
you.
one.
Thank you.
Float On. Let me get a quick change over right here. We're gonna do a good old gospel tune. This is one written by the great Mr. Larry Cordell, and we went in the studio here a while back, and we was honored to have Mr. Cordell come up and sing on one of our new tunes on the record. But here's one that he wrote, and we always like to include it here on the show, so we're going to do it. One called Gone On Before. Son, I'm home safe. That was the message she sent in a dream to give me some peace. She said all is well now that I've seen Jesus. His healing is perfect, so don't weep for me.
Not really gone, it's gone on before. Not dead but alive forevermore. Just look around, you can be sure that I'm not really gone. I'm just going on before.
I'm in a song that you still love singing. I'm in your daughter's hair and the fire in her eyes. I'm in the wind that blows through the holler, and the Bible that I left by your bedside. Well, I can't come back to you, but you can still come to me. There's no tears in heaven, and once you get here, then you'll see.
Not really gone, it's gone on before. Not dead but alive forevermore. Just look around, and you can be sure that I'm not really gone. I'm just gonna be before.
Gone On Before, folks. It's a good old Larry Cordell tune. All right, let me jump back over here real quick. Son.
Mountain change up.
Foggy Mountain change up. All right. going to do you another good old gospel tune here, one called Using My Bible for a Road Map. This was an old Reno and Smiley tune from way back in the 50s, I believe. Here we go. Using my Bible for a road map. 1, 2, 3. I'm using the Bible for a road map. Children of Israel used it too. Across the Red Sea of destruction, for God was there to see them through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. I'm using the Bible for a road map. 10 commandments tell me what to do. The 12 disciples are my road sign, and God will lead us safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using the Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. Yes, sir, using my Bible for a road map. We want to thank you for tuning in here to the to the live tune stream right there, folks. We sure do appreciate that. Now we'd like to call on old fiddle player David Mansfield to come around and do you one called Patty on the Turnpike.
We're actually going to let the mandolin player kick this tonight.
No, you kick it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do the honors.
What'd y'all decide on?
Working hard tonight.
Working you hard there. Get him there, Vassar Mansfield. names off of it there, folks. David Mansfield III. Let's see who all we got looking in on us here.
Daddy's not. She's on
Robert
Turnpike.
Thomas Maine. That's some real good picking and grinning. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Folks, don't forget, we got the GoFundMe right up here at the top of the screen. Us poor musicians need all the help we can get.
Our kids need beer and cigarette money too.
That's right. All right. Put her on up there and B, boys. Boys.
Already?
Yeah.
4 frets up and little.
4 frets up and a little in there, folks. If you're following along, boys, this will be in the key of B. Yeah. Get your capos out, folks. Put it up in B. Here's one that our good buddy Ron Keith wrote a long time ago. It's a good gospel number. We put it on our new record, and we had Mr. Larry Cordell come up here and sing lead on this one, and we're proud to have him. But here's one called Prayer Room. All right. Someone built a little prayer room in the valley, named for Lady Lucy Still. Many young folks have prayed in that prayer room, and I know that those prayers, they are real. But lack of money closed the church camp and the prayer room, and they placed a lock on that door. But those prayers will live on forever, stowed away in that prayer room evermore.
Now when they unlock the door to the prayer room, I know that Jesus is near. When they unlock the door to the prayer room, there'll be a lot of changes round here.
For many years that prayer room was open, and thousands passed through that door. But it's still standing there in the valley, not used by the young folks anymore. But only you can open up that prayer room. Only you can take that lock away. But when they unlock the door to the prayer room, there'll be a lot of changes that day.
Now when they unlock the door to the prayer room, I know that Jesus is near. When they unlock the door to the prayer room, there'll be a lot of changes round here. Door to the prayer room, there'll be a lot of changes round here. Yes, there'll be a lot of changes round here.
Yeah, prayer room, folks. Boy, I tell you what, we're building us up an audience back there in the control room. See who all's on here. Miss Elva, she give us some clapping hands. Oh, we've had a lot of people like it and give us hearts and everything. Boy, we're doing good today. All right, well, let's see. Let's go on back to G here. And I better get this one in for old Bad Tom if he's listening out there. Bad Tom and Good Marcia.
Good, Marcia.
And here's one he always requests every time he's seen me do this one down the station inn, and he just loved it. And he said, you know, you're going to have to do that from now on, or you're going to have the farmer's daughter. And I said, well, I'll do it for you. So here we go. It's for you, Bad Tom, one called Farmer's Daughter. Let her go. Tonight there'll be candlelight and roses in this little country chapel that's almost fallen down. And there'll be tears in this old farmer's eyes this evening as he gives his one possession to the city boy from town. His hair's a little longer than we're used to. I guess I should find something good to say about the man who's won the farmer's daughter and will soon become my son-in-law today. Mama left 8 years ago December, and it was hard to be a dad and mama too. But somehow we made a home of this old farmhouse, and love was all my darling ever knew. He could be the richest man in 7 counties and not be good enough to take her hand, but I know he really loves the farmer's daughter, and I know the farmer's daughter loves the man. All right, that's from Bad Tom Smith from Miss Marcia. Farmer's daughter, folks. Let's put her on up and be there. Do a little bit of the old ferry boat. Here's one that I wrote, folks. This is about a little ferry boat in my hometown. I got to thinking one day about it and happened to write a song. The one called the Green River Ferry Boat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Drifting out and back again like a turning of the tide. When you hear that engine moan, it's time to take a ride. From the first light of the morning till the shadows find the day, that trusty river captain will send you on your way. Well, that itty-bitty Green River ferry boat, it runs day after day, just 2 cars and a cable, but it makes a way from the trail they call Big Mammoth to the big town up ahead. It's the only way to get across that old river bed. Well, even though the highways and the interstate are near, The ferry boat reminds us all must hold true and dear, as we remember back the childhood of a long forgotten time, of that faithful river captain and that lonesome engine cry. Well, that itty bitty Green River ferry boat, it runs day after day, just 2 cars and a cable, but it makes a way from the trail they call Big Mammoth to the big town up ahead. It's the only way to get across that old river bed. Just 2 cars and a cable, but it makes a way from the trail they call Big Mammoth to the big town up ahead. Well, it's the only way to get across that old river bed. Well, it's the only way to get across that old river bed. All right, old ferry boat there, folks. Won't y'all pick one there? What y'all wanna pick? Y'all pick a good one out. Wanna do a fiddle tune?
Defer to you.
All right. Let's do. Which way are you going, Kelsey?
I'll go.
We'll do something
I figured that's where you was going.
Let's do. Road to Columbus. Something.
All right, we can do that. We can sure do that. See who all we got out here right now. All right, we're going to do a little picking on one called Road to Columbus. Road to Columbia.
A little bit of a longer road there.
Where's Columbia?
Columbia, Kentucky.
Not quite as far.
All right. Great.
All right, hit it, son. Yes, sir. Fiddle player, Mr. David Mansfield III. I'd also like to introduce the man back here behind us on the bass, keeping us all together. This is Mr. Landy Ewing. Y'all give it up for him. Yeah. Yeah, your bass does match your shirt, don't it?
I just noticed that. I was like, that's cool.
Son, that is a fine little shirt right there. I like it. I tell you what, I didn't think how many dots was on this shirt when I bought it, and that's a. See who all's out here. Let's check back in with the good folks. Check back in with the good folks here. Gene Schramm said they had to head out. They were going to a jam session. Hope y'all have a good picking. All right. We have some technical difficulties with the fiddle back here, I believe. The tuning has went south. All right, folks, we're going to do one here that was written by a guy named Jim Buchanan, and this is an old song about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis in World War II, and he wrote a fine song right here. We're glad to do it. Y'all drawed up ready to go there? Drawed back. As Lester Flatt would say, are you drawed back and ready to go? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gather round, people, the story I'll relay. Now the warship sunk in 45, July the 28th. Carried bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki too. Was the good ship Indianapolis, 1,200 on her crew. On the USS Indianapolis. Spotted by Japanese submarine number 158. It fired 3 torpedoes and sent her to her fate. And it hit her in the midships and in the engine room. There was nothing below the fire smoke. She sank to her doom. On the USS Indianapolis. Nobody knew they were all alone, floating on the sea. Their mission was top secret, Lord, shrouded in mystery. And the ill-fated commander, Captain Charles DeFay, had wished he'd went down with his ship on that fateful day. On the USS Indianapolis. There were 1,200 men in the water without a life vest. 300 lived to tell the tale, sharks got the rest. Have you ever seen a shark's eye roll back in its head? It looks like the eyes of a dog lying cold and dead. Just like the USS like the USS Indianapolis. Yeah! Can't get that chord right there. Thank you, folks. Bluegrass has got the happiest music with the saddest lyrics, and we try to bring all that to you that we can. Do what? Some wings. Can somebody bring us some chicken wings in here? All right. Well, let's go to E and do one here that was written by the same guy, Mr. Jim Buchanan. And here's one that here's one he wrote called "Ain't Mary Spring." And on the record, we was proud to have Mr. Josh Ulbrich come up and play dobro on this song with us, and we can't wait for that to be out. We really had a good time doing it. So here's one called "Ain't Mary Spring." 1, 2, ready, go. Well, walking John, the walking man, he walked on up the road. He threw up his hand and he said, hello. This here's Ain't Mary Spring where the water's pure as gold. Lay down your weary load. Here it ain't Mary Spring where the water's pure and clear. Hot and dusty, it satisfies for sure. Here at Ain't Mary Spring, right at my front door. Well, walking John, the walking man, he sat down for a spell. He threw up his hand and said, I don't know, but ain't it a shame what the people are doing to the land? They can't drink water from your well. Here it ain't Mary Spring where the water's pure and clear. You're hot and dusty, it satisfies for sure. Here at Ain't Mary Spring, right at my front. Walking man, he walked on down the road. He threw up his hand and he said goodbye. Take care of Ain't Mary Spring and pray she never runs dry. Pure water's worth its weight in gold. Here it ain't Mary Spring, but the water's pure and clear. You're hot and dusty, it satisfies for sure. Here at Ain't Mary Spring, right at my front door. Here at Ain't Mary Spring, right at my front door. Yeah. Son, we should have been in the red, I'm telling you.
Oh, we are?
Oh, we are. The red light is on.
We're in the red light district.
Son, we are in the red light district.
All the
The red light district.
While he's getting tuned up here, I want to introduce the man that's been doing most of the MC work and a lot of the lead singing and a lot of just the corralling, I guess you'd call it. Mr. Kelsey Crews on the banjo and the guitars, singing vocals.
Yeah.
Brand new shirt and tie.
That's more polka dots than I had bargained for, but I'm telling you what. I ain't lying. Buddy, I'll tell you what,
You polka dotted all the way down.
that ain't even the same pattern of polka dots, I don't believe. But,
He's done
oh well. I'm telling you what, I could disappear into space, you'd never see me. Never see me again. Let's check in on her folks here.
Leave it alone, son.
Son, that's terrible.
That's funny.
All right. Uh-oh.
Ooh, where you going there?
I don't know.
The age of technology.
Yeah, the technology, it got loose on me there. All right. Bakersfield, are you ready to come on around here and sing one of our Mr. Buck Owens? I will. Get her in. Tell the good folks, huh?
Little Bessie.
Bakersfield. David Freeman's going to sing you one by the great Buck Owens called The Streets of Bakersfield.
Buck Owens.
We don't make a lot of fun, but we have a lot of money.
Stylisto.
Maestro.
I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. I don't want to be nobody, I just want a chance to be myself. I've done 1,000 miles of thumbing, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better on the streets of Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me never walk the streets of Bakersfield? Oh, somebody. San Francisco, I did a night there in the can. They threw this drunkard in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man. I left him my wife and my old house key. I don't want folks thinking that I'd steal. I thanked him while he was sleeping, headed out to Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me never walk the streets of Bakersfield?
Oh, man. David Freeman doing a fine job on that right there. Fine job, son.
David Freeman, not the third, but the first.
Not the third, the first.
David Freeman the third.
Not
The
as cool
first-
as old Mansfield over there.
The first that has ever been. All right, son, you're on the chopping block. You ready?
I was ready to go.
All right. Here's an old tune by. I tell you what, buddy, that right there.
Calling him Sparkly.
They're gonna call me
Sparkly.
Sparkly from now on.
I guess so.
Gnarls Sparkly.
Son, I need to cinch that up just a hair right there. I'm telling you, that's getting a little unruly, if I do say so myself. All right, we're going to bring
Brad Benge in here.
Brad Benge on around. I think we're having some technical difficulties here. I'd say it is a polka dot shirt. The polka dot shirt's got a lot to do with it.
At least it ain't green.
Oh, my God. All right. Here's David Mansfield III to sing you a little bit of Leftys' old guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Well, I don't make much music these days. I'm an old guitar no one ever plays. But there's still a whole lot of good picking left in me. And I don't mind just to hang here silently. Because I'm proud to be Leftys' old guitar, filled with memories of a superstar. My home is in the Country Music Hall of Fame, and it's such a grand feeling to share old Leftys' name. And I'll just hang here on this wall and remember it all. And the good times outweigh the bad by far. Though these strings are rusty and old, they once played hits of solid gold. I'm a symbol, a star, I'm Leftys' old guitar. Saginaw, Michigan was always a favorite of mine. And if you got the money, I've got the time. He put his heart and soul in all of the songs he wrote. You could feel what he was feeling with every single note. Traveled many years together, playing one night show. And I should be content with that, I suppose. When I think of the past and all of the places we've been, Lord, I'd give this whole world to do it all over again. And I'll just hang here on this wall and remember it all. And the good times outweigh the bad by far. Though these strings are rusty and old, they once played hits of solid gold. I'm a symbol of a star, I'm Leftys' old guitar. Yeah, I'm proud to be Leftys' old guitar.
Yeah. Leftys' old guitar, David Mansfield III. Son, we sure are glad that somebody took the time, write a little old song. About that poor guitar. Let's see. Let's check in on our folks here at Nashville Tune Stream and see who's on with us. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of people on here. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, we having a good time up here. All right. It's your turn again there, Freeman. Freeman the first.
Back to the church house.
Yeah.
Probably should.
Parker Hastings said, "Howdy, fellers, sounding good. Hey, buddy, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. All right." All right, want to go back to the Barrooms.
Bartender knows me, he knows how you do me, and he knows why I'm back here again. He must be given a prize for his patience, 'cause bartenders do understand. Now it's back to the barrooms again. Now it's back to the barroom. Right back to drinking again. Maybe someday you'll love me enough to stay with me, and whiskey won't be my best friend. Now it's back to the barrooms again. Loud music roaring, the bartender pouring, my shaky legs trying to stand. It's over and over, I've tried to stay sober, but what a failure I've been. Now it's back to the bars again. Now it's back to the barroom. Right back to drinking again. Maybe someday you'll love me enough to stay with me, and whiskey won't be my best friend. Now it's back to the barrooms again. Now it's back to the barrooms, right back to drinking again. Maybe someday you'll love me enough to stay with me, and whiskey won't be my best friend. Now it's back to the barrooms again. Said now it's back to the barrooms again.
Oh, man. Back to the Barrooms. David Freeman singing that one for you.
Good old Haggard.
Good old Haggard.
It's a shame he never had any number ones. Like, you gotta see.
You know, that is a shame, isn't it? Poor old Haggard never had a number one hit on nothing. You know, old Hag wouldn't have a chance on today's radio. Son, they are stretching. Apologize to everybody for all the tuning.
We apologize just in general for this whole thing.
What'd you say? Tuning. Do I say that? Did I sort of say it like that? Tuning.
Everything we say is high.
How do I do it when I get up to sing a high note? Son, I just rear back. All right, here's one of Landy's favorite numbers right here, folks, and he's been requesting it all night. As I said, what?
What is it?
As I said before, bluegrass has the happiest music and the saddest lyrics, and this is a prime example right here. One of Landy's favorite numbers of all time, one called Little Bessie. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hug me closer, mother, closer. Put your arms around me tight, for I'm cold and tired, dear mother, and I feel so strange tonight. Something hurts me here, dear mother, like it's gone up on my breast, and I wonder, mother, wonder why it is I cannot rest. All the day while you were working, and I lay up on my bed, I was trying to be patient and to think of what you said. Just before the lamps were lighted, just before the children came, while the room was very quiet, I heard someone call my name. Come up here, my little Bessie. Come up here and live with me, where little children never suffer through the long eternity. In the silent hour of midnight, in the silent soft and deep, lying on her mother's bosom, little Bessie fell asleep. Hey, little Bessie, little Betsy. So, we was in the red.
We've been in the red all night, so
We've been in the red all night, whether we want to or not. Do what?
According to my glasses, that's crimson.
Son, that is crimson. We're looking at the light up here that says, "You are on the air. And son, we are on the air. I'd like to mention for the folks that just joined, we do have the
For the 40,000 that just joined.
for the 40,000 people that just showed up. We got a few numbers to go for you. We got about another 30 minutes. And we got the GoFundMe set up right up at the top of the page there. Check it out. We're lowly musicians that have no means of support, have nothing to our name. So if you'd like to donate to a worthy cause, please feel free to, and we'd sure appreciate it. Give and give generously, folks. It only comes around once a year.
Just money.
All right. The old home place.
Sure.
We're going to bring Freeman back around, folks. It's that time again here on the old program. And he's going to do you an old Dillard's tune. I believe the Dillards done this. And it's called Old Home Place. Also one of Landy's favorite tunes. We're going to dedicate this to Landy right here. Old Home Place. There we go.
It's been 10 long years since I left my home in the holler where I was born, where the cool long nights make the woods smoke rise and the fox hunter blows his horn. I fell in love with a girl from the town. I thought that she would be true. I ran away to Charlottesville and worked in a sawmill too. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave the plow in the fields and look for a job in the town? Well, the girl ran off with somebody else. The taverns took all my pain. Now here I stand where the old home stood before they took it away. Now the geese fly south and the cold winds home as I sit here and hang my head. I've lost my love, I've lost my home, and now I wish that I was dead. What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave my plow in the fields and look for a job in the town? What have they done to the old home place? Why did they tear it down? And why did I leave the plow in the field and look for a job in the town? And why did I leave the plow in the field and look for a job in the town?
Yeah, Old Home Place.
As Kelsey did last time.
Where? On on the sunny side of the mountain, where the rippling waters. How you folks doing out there?
Take a look at that polka dot.
Buddy, that is about polka dot. I'm gonna have to not wear
I
it.
didn't notice it was that polka dot.
I didn't either, or I wouldn't have wore it.
Can't tell what it's
Bring your polka dots back, son.
I was trying to look like Steve Harvey. He wears the same tie, with same pattern with the same shirt. I just need to grow me a big old mustache. Buddy, I'd look good then. Son. Well, I have to move my goatee up just a little bit. God,
Shape it up just a little bit.
that's wild.
Steve Harvey don't come up for
Harvey Marhager's wife. Anyone else who we might have insulted here.
Hey, you gotta watch that, son. She'll come after you out here. So that's funny. We got a little inside humor going on here. I know that's not proper etiquette on a show, but, well, we just couldn't help ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of folks out there, boy, we're having a good time playing for you. Dear. All right, here's a song that I wrote for my mom right here a couple years ago. One called Buttercups. When the cold, dreary wind of winter gives way to a new dawning day, I pack up all my coats and my flannels, and I stow them away. I love to watch the new season come in, for it always seems to make my heart smile. And I look for those petals that buttercups grow, that I grew to love as a child. But the springtime is always a new chance at life. That must be why I love it so. And the things most dear to my heart appear when I see those buttercups grow. I remember as a child my daddy would go and pick some wildflowers for Mom. Each blossom was a symbol of family love, a love that was ever so strong. And nowadays I've gotten some older, and times have been out of control. But in the darkest of night, I still see the light from the flowers that thrive in my soul. The springtime is always a new chance at life. That must be why I love it so. And the things most dear to my heart appear when I see those buttercups grow. When I see those buttercups grow. Yeah. All right. You ready to pick a fiddle tune there, Dave?
Are you gonna pick the fiddle?
Yeah, he's gonna pick the fiddle.
We'll do something
Right,
you
both
probably ain't
guitar.
never seen before. No.
I'd hate for anybody to get a lashing with this polka dot tie I got on here.
Let's do that.
Whoa! All right, we're going to pick another one here for you folks and get the fiddle player to saw you one off. This is David Mansfield III once again. Get you saw you one off.
As long as this.
Did I say that really? All right. What do you got picked out for the folks there? Black Mountain Rag. Here we go. Let them have it. David Mansfield III, one called the Black Mountain Rag. I sawed one off on the fiddle. Sawed one right off. Howdy, folks, howdy. We appreciate you being here with us. Don't trip on the sawdust, son. You done sawed it right in half. All right. Well, folks, we're going to get down here and do you one. Son, I have to clamp way down here to get to this one. You ready to pop it on there, son? Here's one I wrote about my cousin, folks. Anybody that's ever heard us do this song knows that knows I got a cousin that here's one I read. And my cousin built this little place out in the country, and I thought, man, what a place. And he said, you wait till you see it next time, it'll have another floor on it. I said, buddy, I got to see that. So I wrote this song. One called Two-Story Shack. Let her go, boys. 1, 2, ready, go. I got tired of the dirty streets and I got tired of the smoke. I got tired of working for the man and always being broke. So I loaded up my old toolbox and I left out right away. And I went on back and I built me a shack, and that's where I'm gonna stay. My little old shack sits way at the back, built with my own 2 hands. It ain't much to see, but it's home to me, cause I'm a working man. I can do most any job, my work's well worth the pay. And I'll go on home to my little old shack in heaven one of these days. I beat the bang and bend the bleed to make this place a home. It's got the best wood-burning stove that a man has ever known. But I got to thinking this mansion here is missing just one thing. Another floor with another door and a big plywood staircase. My 2-store shack sits way at the back, built with my own 2 hands. It ain't much to see, but it's home to me, cause I'm a working man. I can do most any job, my work's well worth the pay. And I'm going home to my 2-store shack in heaven one of these days, yeah. working man. I can do most any job, my work's well worth the pay. And I'll go home to a two-store shack in heaven one of these days, yeah. Yeah! Two-store shack, folks. All right. What was that you said last time, Landy? We got close to time. You said, son, you've got about 1 minute to stab Lee.
Poor Lee's gonna get it.
Hey, that's probably sufficient time to stab.
Mr. Stan, Mr. Lee.
We're all right, folks, let's see here. We got time here for a few more. Let's all stretch out a little bit here on little John Henry. John Henry was a steel driving man from way up in West Virginia. And we're going to dedicate this one to our good buddy out there, Mr. Albert Tish, all the way from West Virginia. One called John Hardy, or Henry. There's two Johns. There is a John Hardy, but this is the wrong one. This is for John Henry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, John Henry was a little baby boy sitting on his mama's knee. He grabbed him a hammer and up a piece of steel. His hammer's gonna be the death of me, Lord, Lord. His hammer's gonna be the death of me. Well, John Henry went up on the mountain, looked down the other side. That mountain was so tall, John Henry was so small. He laid his hammer down and cried, Lord, Lord. He laid his hammer down and cried. Well, John Henry said to his captain, Shaker, you better pray, but my hammer was set with a piece of steel. Tomorrow will be burying day, Lord, Lord. Tomorrow will be burying day. Well, John Henry had a little woman, and her name was Polly Ann. John Henry got sick, Lord, and had to go to bed. Polly drove that steel like a man, Lord, Lord. I said Polly drove that steel like a man. That took John Henry to the graveyard and laid him on down in the sand. And every time that lonesome steam engine rolled by, said yonder lies a steel driving man, Lord, Lord. Yonder lies a steel driving man. Oh, Lord. Woo, man. Boy, that's moving on right there, wasn't it? We got time for about 3 more here, folks. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Have I said that more than once?
Or we got 10 minutes to stab Lee.
Yeah, stab Lee.
How many times you stabbing him, right?
We're gonna stab Lee 3 more times here, folks. All right, I'm gonna get Mr. David Freeman and myself and Mr. David Mansfield III to do a little trio on one here. One called Roseville, Kentucky. I'll let you kick it off first.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. With me in Little Village, in a cabin on the hill, made our vows, we loved each other, and I know we always will. She's my Roseville, Kentucky. I watch her bloom as years go by, and me there'll never be another. I'll love her till the day I die. I know you often wondered, so I'll tell you the reason why. She's my Roseville, Kentucky, and I know she'll never die. She's my Roseville, Kentucky. I watch her bloom as years go by, and me there'll never be another. I love her till the day I die. Sometimes in dreams I'll see my darling in a gingham dress. She looks so sweet. Oh, how I long for Kentucky, and my darling wants more to me. She's my Roseville, Kentucky. I watch her bloom as years go by, and there'll never be another. I love her till the day I die. Kentucky, I watch her bloom as years go by, and me there'll never be another. I love her till the day I die. I love her till the day I die. Hey! Well, that was a little sprightly, wasn't it? Just a little bit sprightly.
I'd say.
Little bit. All right, here. Freeman, are you ready to sing another song about Kentucky?
Why not?
We love songs about Kentucky around here, folks.
It's just a weird thing with our band. Yeah. No other podcast about Kentucky.
So we are having a major malfunction. All right, here's David Freeman, folks. One more time, sing you Kentucky Girl. 1, 2, 3.
Beneath the mountain so high, sweetest place in all the world. In a cabin with the vines on the door, that's where I left mine. Kentucky girl, Kentucky girl. Are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky girl? Do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on the bluegrass so bright as it did on the night you first kissed me? bluegrass as bright as it did on the night you first kissed me. Kentucky girl, are you lonesome tonight, Kentucky girl? Do you miss me? Does that old moon shine on the bluegrass as bright as it did on the night you first kissed me? Yeah, does that old moon shine on the bluegrass as bright as it did on the night you first kissed me?
We got about 1 minute to start.
Yeah, buddy.
It only takes a minute.
Why it should take a while.
David Freeman on that, folks. Kentucky girl. Yeah, it's not. he don't close it off right. Son, he won't cut the water off. If we getting going good, son, he ain't gonna.
At the very least.
He ain't gonna shut us down midstream. Huh?
Oh,
Uh-oh. So we better stab him right quick.
Stab him good
We're
and
gonna
dead.
run out of space here. Well, folks, we're our Green River Revue. James Seliga on the guitar, David Freeman on the mandolin, Landy Ewing back here on the bass, David Mansfield III on the fiddle, and I'm Kelsey Crews. We're Green River Revue. We appreciate each and every one of you being here on this live stream, folks. We've had a great time with you the last couple hours. Please watch for us. When we come back, we'll be back here again. I'm not sure when yet, but we'll be back soon. Check us out on our website, greenriverreview.com. You can contact us, send us an email, look us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everything's right there. So check us out, folks. And we'll see you down the road. We appreciate you. So we fix the Stagolee. Here we go. I remember last September on a Saturday night, Billy Lyons and Stagolee had a great big fight. Was a bad man, oh cruel Stagolee. Well, now talk about your gamblers, you're seen a Stagolee. Shot $100 and come out on the free. Yeah, it was a bad man, oh cruel Stagolee. Out Billy Lyons shot a 16, Stagolee thought he'd pass. Stagolee said, Billy, son, now you done shot your last. Was a bad man, I was, oh cruel Stagolee. Well now, Mr. Stagolee, please don't take my life. I've got 3 children and a darling loving wife. Was a bad man, oh cruel Stagolee. Now the law take care of your children, and I'll take care of your wife. You shot my Stetson hat, and I'm gonna take your life. Yeah, he was a bad man, oh cruel Stagolee. Well now, next Tuesday morning on the gallows high, people come from miles around and see old Stagolee die. Yeah, he died. Was a bad man, oh cruel Stagolee. being with us here on the live stream. Check us out next time. We'll be back. GreenRiverRevue.com. It's all on there, folks. We appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate having you tonight. We had a great time.